Let's see, it's recording, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So, little update on the rig, the bone rig. This is what I want to take into milestone 1 for portfolio 5. And of course I'll include the foot in there and everything, and then there'll be muscle on top of or below on top of the bone, and then on top of that skin and fascia layer, which I'll have to model still, which should be relatively easy. I know I say that, but I have a easy time understanding the anatomy, because I did that for the arm and for the chest region. That was pretty straightforward. All right, so currently this is the setup I got, and just today I finished up, or got 85% of the way on the knee bend. So when I do this, the knee will bend. I didn't get the patella, I believe it's called, in there just yet, but yeah, patella, something like that. Let's see. So this is working quite nicely now, a lot better than it used to. You used to not get this kind of sliding effect. It used to just, of course, it would just like, okay, I probably just show you, right? Use a locator for this, but it's constrained, so it won't let me. Yeah. So I used to, of course, just do this. So I don't have a skin bind on it, because honestly I don't need it. It doesn't need a deform or anything like that. So it's just held by constraints, an orient and a point constraint. The point constraint is the joint that's tracked onto this this curve as a motion curve. And then in here, this is like the whole knee rotation setup, where, okay, I wanted to have 1-3 joint chain system to run the entire thing, and it's hidden right now. But this is what will be the foundation, and what will drive all the other components. So like IK, FK, and how the knee bends, and then also how the patella will like interpolate between that to simulate it being tugged on by the tendons of the, I don't know the names yet for the muscle tendons that hold on to this kneecap, but I will. So, having that as like the base is like what I wanted to base it all off of. I can easily figure out, okay, so I just need to know that once I rotate from here, something else has to move. I have to translate and rotate. So then I figured I could do this, and I was gonna do something like a setup with like a bunch of joints, and it'll just be a mechanism that does a similar thing. But this seemed to be the easiest way, and it was actually my first idea, but I didn't want to mess with the curves because I thought it won't give me like good results. But I mean, like, come on, look at that. That ain't bad. It just, until it gets up to here is kind of where it gets wonky, and we start getting that intersection. Of course, we won't be in here, but say like do something like that, we still got a bit of intersection. It would just mean that I had to fiddle with the curve right here, but that's fine. We can save that for a later day, right? Get 85% of the way there, then polish when we can later on. Next thing I'll work on would be the interpolation of the patella, so that when the knee kind of buckles a little bit, that's pretty realistic. That's fine. I've also noticed, by the way, with demo rigs and stuff, and official like actual Ziva rigs, that this little tiny bit of intersection right here, it honestly doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to get 100% accurate with your simulation of the bones, because it's gonna be greatly, you're not gonna see that, and it's gonna be greatly reduced for for when it's like the final outcome of the simulation of the skin, you know, deformations. Excuse me. So what I'm thinking for the kneecap is when this rotates. All right. What I'll probably end up doing is having like a locator set up here and set up right here. So 2 locators there that, let me see, that when they'll be like constrained probably to the drive, something like right here or something. And then, so one will be constrained to maybe even just a geo, or probably the drive would work. It'll be in the same spot. So when it rotates, it'll stay right here, and you'll keep going. And this one will stay put, and will be constrained probably to this one up here. And then it'll say like, okay, so calculate the distance between locator here, and then another locator on the patella, and it'll say this is the default rest position. When we move further apart, okay, so we're also gonna have to be able to rotate around this, maybe even put this on its own motion curve. But say when we get further apart, we find the middle, perhaps, or maybe like try to stay in the same position relatively, but we'll also have to rotate as we go around this these condyles here, because that's what everything will be sliding across of. And the fibula right here doesn't really matter. It's not connected to, you know, the femur or the tibia. So that would probably just, you know, be constrained to this basically. And yeah, I'll figure out this a little bit later this week, maybe on Thursday. I guess tomorrow. But you know, I'll do some experiments with it. Yeah, just still thinking about like how I can get that rotation. But we'll see. I'll probably ask around and Google. Let's see what else. I guess for the rest of today, I'll just be working on modeling like how I want the leg to look. And since the guy's gonna be muscular, you know, make sure the definitions are there. And once I got that look down, put the muscle in, like actually model the muscle. Make sure it's tight within itself, no intersections either. And yeah, I think we'll be good. Have room for the foot and everything. Get that done. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking for the first week, try have most of the model done by Sunday, and the rig should hopefully be done by then too. Just a little bit confusing on how I could get it to rotate a little bit, but maybe it'll be simpler in hindsight a bit, just like this was. But yeah, I'm really glad I came up with the this system, so then I can put an IK on it, and it won't act funny. Actually, I haven't tested if it would act funny, to be honest. So let's try it right now. Okay. So create IK handle. Yep. So let's say boom, boom. Then lift up. And it's not following because this. is not constrained. Okay. So driver driven, skin, bind. Oop. It's already connected to a skin cluster. Ah, okay, yeah, duh. So I have actual these. Okay, so this is what moves it, and it's not connected here because I have bind joints, and then I have the drive joints. So I go bind here, or driver driven constraint. Let's say a parent constraint, right? Okay, let's just try it. So when I move, that moves. Yes. This doesn't have to be that way because it's gonna have to act as a system when I do this. So then hopefully if I do constrain, no, skeleton, boom, I go, boom, boom. Now it works. Ah, of course. So the little mechanism here I have isn't actually following it yet. It will work properly, but what I need to have is all this stuff follow along with a central joint right here. So probably this knee drive joint, and just have like a group of the mechanism, which is the curve, the joint that, let's see actually what doesn't move. Yeah, so the curve, and when the curve moves, the joint comes with, so everything will come with. And then here is my orientation, right? Yeah, it just I can't move it because it's constrained. Unless, right, if I do this, no? Okay. Which this, I'm gonna have to see. Okay, so I do have a pad over it. Oh, okay, so that's how I can do it. So I'll have to have another pad over this. Then I can have clean values on this. So then it can be turned into something I can attach a control to. So then I can use that control's orientation, basically just in the Y, to affect this locator. And then, you know, have clean numbers and stuff. So, yeah. Just have to pad that. Okay, and that should be good. So basically, if this moves, the joint will move. So I just need to have a group over this. And then this joint, it would still be nice to have just all of this, to be honest. Yeah. So take this, put it into a group, like an overseeing group, and then have that group maybe constrained, maybe just parented, probably just parented under this. And yeah, let's see. Let's try it out right now. File, save scene, then save scene as. All right. So we can take this, and then we can take this, and this. First, this needs to be, well, it doesn't need to be anything right now. Just need an empty group. And just so it can be like, yeah, okay, so Control G. And I'm only gonna do this just so it's all centralized. I'm gonna say, go here, and yeah, okay. So just so it's centralized, you know, driver driven. I'm gonna snap this up there. That way the whole group is right there, but it has stuff on it, so maybe not. Then again, that doesn't matter. Or does it? Maybe it might matter, because if I put everything under a group node, it shouldn't matter though. So let's just put it at home. So it's down here. 1 second. Yeah, so if I move that, okay. Take this. Take this. Print it under here. It's all good, right? We're all good, nothing bad happened. Take this. I know they have null names, but it's okay. I'll change that later. Put it under there. That way, when I move this whole thing, the whole thing moves. We have kind of double translations. That's okay, because I'm pretty sure I can limit that, like inheritance transforms or something. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. No. Skeleton info. Interesting. Oh, let's see. That's okay, as long as it's contained in there. Might be a problem later, but bingo bongo. So now we need this, which will house the rotation component in here. I don't know why it's taking me so long. I mean, honestly, it's just bingo bongo. And then take all this, put it under here, and hopefully should be good. Okay, no, not good. You know why it's not good? Because we have like double transforms and stuff, so we're gonna have to have it not be like that. So I guess we can't move this like that. How can we have all of this move without... I know it's been done before. Of course, like, it's happened before. That's because... Maybe. Let's just try this. Because I see transform as an option. Oh, no, it won't move. But that's probably not technically a good thing. Because once I do this, then it just won't move, right? It's under there. Yeah, not great. Not good. We want the transform. We want the transform, but we don't want it to do double transforms. Okay. Yeah. What the hell? That did not do what I wanted to. So technically, I could put it under there. Or it would work if I do this, right? So if I go driver, driven, constrain, it won't, will it? Yeah, it won't. Yeah, because we still get double transforms there. Huh. Okay, I could see how this will be a problem. Because, yeah. Damn it. Dang it, and I thought I had it figured out, you know? Thought I had it figured out. But obviously we okay. So when it, like, I might not even want it to do anything here, you know? Well, yeah, no, that's true. Because I do want it to do this if I want, but if I'm straightening it out, then that's good. See? It's just straight. It's doing what it should, but it's not. Oh, okay. So I need this whole mechanism to rotate as this is rotating? Or, ooh, maybe I had it on the wrong thing. It's still doing this though. It's just no good. Did I mess anything up? Alright, so that is also very funky. It's revolving around the hip. Alright, this video is already too long. I guess I'll check it out. It's gotta be a simple way to do it. I just have to make sure there's not double transformations and that this whole mechanism like stays locked within here and does not move. Yeah, I guess I'll post about it or something. I'll ask someone about it. Yeah, okay. Almost got it figured out.